guys, the final major event for Pokemon Go is upon us. It's happening Saturday, November 15th, 10 a.m. to 6:15. Also Sunday, November 16th from 10 a.m. to 6:15. This whole video is going to be talking about all the full breakdown of everything you need to know if you're going to be playing this coming weekend. Guys, so as far as brand new Pokemon debuting during this event, you've got Impidimp, you've got Morgrem, you got Grimmsnarl, and you got Gigantamax Grimmsnarl. Now these are all brand new Pokemon for global players, but of course they were released this past weekend in Nagasaki, so some people already have them. All their shiny forms as well will be released and able to be picked up during this Go Wild Area event. Okay, so that's interesting. Also, as far as brand new shinies go, Hatena and the entire Hatena family are all able to be found as far as in-game. Also, 3-star raids as a special costume Pokemon, which I was able to get 3 when I played. But Beware with a cape, pretty awesome shiny. That is available. And then let's talk about raids. As in 5-star raids, you have 2 different raid bosses, Shadow Darkrai, Shadow Cresselia. You can go for either or, they both can be shiny. Also, fun fact, Darkrai is the very first, probably not the last, but the very first Shadow mythical Pokemon in the game. Bet you didn't know that. There are 2 different tickets for this event. The paid ticket, of course, which will give you a lot more perks, which I'll talk about in just a moment. And then the free ticket, which if you don't want to spend any money, let's talk about what you can get with the free ticket, including both days, Saturday and Sunday. You'll have unlimited remote raid passes. This is for everybody. With the ticket, without a ticket, you'll have unlimited amount of raids, so that's an amazing little bonus there. Also, with the free ticket, you'll get 3 additional free raid passes by spending Pokestops or gyms. All right, you'll also get max particle storage will go up to 1600 instead of the normal 800, which we're accustomed to. You'll also be able to TM frustration away, which is pretty big for those of you that go off of the move pool stuff. Get that move its trash out of there. Also, still with the free ticket, you'll get 3 different Go snapshot encounters. Never know what you'll find there. And then there'll also be 2 rotating habitats, all right, which is the dark habitat and then the fairy habitat. So let's start with the dark habitat first. It'll start off at 10 a.m., which when the event starts, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m., 12 to 1, 2 to 3, and 4 to 5 are the hours for the dark habitat. And here's a look at some of the Pokemon that you'll find in the dark habitat. These are the Pokemon you'll find in the dark habitat: Alola Meowth, Alolan Grimer, Ghastly, Hoot, Murkrow, Sneasel, Houndour, Poochyena, Galarian Zigzagoon, Seedot, Nincada, Cacnea, Kricketot, Stunky, Scorpy, Scraggy, and Zorua, as well as Fungus, Dino, Inkay, Phantump, Impidimp, making his Pokemon Go global debut, and Dreepy. The second rotating habitat is the fairy habitat, which will be from 11 to 12, 1 to 2, 3 to 4, and 5 to 6. And those spawns include Clefairy, Alolan Vulpix, Jigglypuff, Galarian Ponyta, Chansey, Togetic, Marill, Snubble, Ralts, Skitty, Swablu, Phoebus, Cherubi, Audino, Cottonee, Esper, Dedenne, Klefki, Poplio, Cutiefly, Hatena, back to Impidimp, Smoliv, and that is it. All right, also during Saturday's event, you'll find specific mighty Pokemon, including Wigglytuff, Galarian Rapidash, Tyranitar, Mawile, Absol, Golurk, also Hatterene, Obstagoon, Meowscarada. Those are set. Then on Sunday, the Galarian Pokemon you'll see are as follows: Alolan Ninetales, Granbull, Galarian Weezing, Houndoom, Gardevoir, Honchkrow, Garchomp, Drapion, Weavile, and those are Sunday spawns. Also, keep this in mind because this is huge. The last 15 minutes of the event, both days, will only spawn mighty Pokemon. Only mighty Pokemon. So if you're going to play anything at all in this event, my recommendation, definitely do some checks the last 15 minutes of every day. I think 6 to 6:15 would be the time frame on both days, so something to think about. Also, don't forget about the egg hatches. 5K eggs is what we're talking about, because globally you can hatch Mime Jr., which is a big one, Sandile, Pawniard, Carbink, Impidimp, and Tinkatink. All of those are hatching for the 5K eggs during this event. As far as raids go during the event, there's not many of them. All right, 3-star raids will be Beware wearing the cape. Will be the only thing you'll be seeing in 3-star raids during the event. 5-star raids, we talked about it earlier. Talk about it one more time. Shadow Darkrai, Shadow Cresselia. That's who you'll find in the 5 stars. And then the G-Max is the Gigantamax Grimmsnarl. All 4 of which can be shiny in this event, of course. Also, if you're lucky, you might get that special background on any of those Pokemon, right? If you're doing the raids, you have a chance of getting that special background, so something to think about as well. Now, that's all stuff you'll get for playing for free without spending a penny. But let's talk about things you can get if you are, in fact, buying that $12 ticket, all right? So if you're purchasing it through the web store, these are all things that you'll get for that 12 bucks, all right? Which will be that avatar item. It's a flower crown. You'll get 10 max revives, 3 regular raid passes, 10 rare candies, and then 1 incubator. That's all the items that you'll get with that paid ticket. I think probably the biggest thing, in my opinion, that you'll get is the shiny boost on these Pokemon spawns in the wild. So normally they don't give the exact numbers, but it looks like it's about 1 in 128 shiny odds. And in some cases it might be even further boosted, 1 in 64, I believe. But typically you're gonna have the shiny odds of 1 in 128, which is great odds if you look at how that is compared to how they normally are. Yeah, it's a bit of a difference, way bigger. Also, max particle storage will go up to 3,200. It's a lot of max particles. All right, you will get 6 free raid passes a day during this event this weekend. Technically not free since you bought the ticket, but you know, 6 extra raid passes a day. You get double catch candy. You'll get increased chance of finding 5K eggs by spending Pokestops. You'll have half egg hatching distance when you place them into an incubator, so that's a pretty big one. Also, during the event, any lures you pop off will last 2 hours. That's a great use of your lures, so make sure you take advantage of that. 6 snapshot go encounters. I don't know what's going to be popping out snapshots, so one way to find out, pop those snapshots with your buddy. It's up to 6 special trades a day, so if you're looking to get some trades in, you got 6 you can do per day, so definitely take advantage of that. And then half Stardust trade, so obviously making the trades will be a lot cheaper with your Stardust too, so that's pretty big too. Save some dust. Also, with this ticket, you'll get special research. So between dark and fairy types, so it will allow you to pick a path, either dark or fairy, and then on that path you'll get special research, which, you know, depending on the path you choose. Obviously, if you choose dark, then you're going to get dark XL candy when you catch mighty Pokemon, and then also 1,000 catch Stardust every time you catch a mighty dark Pokemon. That's what's going to happen. Or vice versa, if you're catching a fairy type Pokemon, then yeah, obviously you're going to get that with the fairy. So very, very helpful to know that. Also, for ticketed members, when you pop that incense, and yes, not daily incense, but just a regular incense, you will get specific spawns. Unknowns, you'll get Unknown W, who is making its Pokemon Go debut. Did in Nagasaki anyways, but the global debut for Unknown W. Unknown I, Unknown L, Unknown D, obviously spawned World Wild. So those are unknowns to look out for. And the big coup de grace, I think that most people are excited about, including myself specifically, is the chance with the ticket to get encounters with mighty Pokemon that are legendaries. Very first time this has ever happened. If you're lucky, you can even get a shiny. So we're talking Uxie, Mesprit, Azelf, the legendary Lake Trio. Those are the guys that you can find off your incense. So I guess you're asking me, hey Richard, should I buy the ticket? Should I not buy the ticket? Well, that's a good question if that's what you're thinking. I'm not gonna direct you to do or not do. I'm just gonna simply say everyone's gonna have a different answer. So ask yourself the question of, is it worth it, right? After watching this video, do you feel that it is worth it to spend the 12 bucks to get the perks, right? It's not a lot of perks. I mean, you do get like 6 extra special trades. The increased chance of finding shiny Pokemon is pretty big, I would say. In my opinion, I think you could still not spend anything on the event, play it for free, and still have just as much fun. There'll be a few things that you're gonna miss out on, the increased shinies and stuff like that, but all in all, man, I think honestly, you're not missing too much if you're playing it for free. You're not missing too much, but there are a few things you will miss, like the mighty Lake Trio and stuff like that. But have fun, enjoy the video. Let me know your comments, your thoughts in the comments below. I'm gonna get it right. I'm gonna get it right. Still a little new with the YouTube stuff. But let me know your comments down below how you feel. Are you gonna get the ticket? Are you not? So type Y for yes, N for no. As far as you're concerned, are you gonna be buying the ticket this weekend? All right. Look forward to seeing the comments. Till next time, let's go.